Let's get it going. Shout out to everybody here. 1 minute to countdown and 33 seconds. Wow, what a day. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. Because I was live on Zoom again, for somehow, my computer shuts on and off. I can't figure it out. Shout out to everybody here. Biggest win yet in the trading group. My man made 2,000% gains on liquidity, learning how to make those gains with the 200x leverage. God bless you, brother. Thank you for getting on into the live. Shout out to all the people in the trading group making gains, people making gains this morning. And I just want to shout out my man Stevelsgate, banging on him. He said, almost 10% of all my trading capital in MEXC made my day, even my week and my monthly bills. Bang. I mean, you put 10 grand in there and you make 1,000, and you put 20 grand, you make 2 grand. 10% on that trade. My man nailed it to the upside. I put it out this morning at 26. He got in exactly when I did, 793. He sold above that 26,900 level. Nailed it. That was resistance. We all know 26,930 is resistance. If we can't break above it and retest, expect more downside. That's going to be an area we must break back above. And the gains are just crazy in the trading group. These are just some of them, but bang, bang, bang. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. And let us show you the trade that we put out this morning. Simple trade. Wasn't crazy. You didn't have to be a mad scientist. I saw a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. And I saw that this was likely going to make a move to the upside. We got in somewhere, and I even got in at 26,812, and this thing would pump all the way up to 26,969 on a nice scalp. I would get out of the trade. A bunch of other people did. Why did I get out of the trade? The 15-minute stochastics were overbought, telling me there was likelihood of a rejection, and we did get rejected right back inside the pattern. However, I'm going to raise this level now, and I'm going to raise this up now, and it seems to me that this is the pattern that we're forming, still in an ascending triangle. I still like the odds here of a move to the upside. The 1 hour still cooking and getting ready for some moves. I actually like where this 15-minute is. I may even re-enter the trade right here on this 15-minute, 7-minute retracement to the downside. It's looking pretty nice. Also, the 7-minute, I'm seeing a 786. Do you see it possibly? And if I take this wick right here, all right, and I come on up, a little 886 retracement. If I go down here, look, if I go from the wick, there we go. That's, I think, if I go from the wick to wick, which I usually do, that's a 786 retracement. I like that. I'm thinking of getting in right now and taking that. 786 retracement on the fib on that level. We should get a bounce with this POC. I like this back to the top of the channel. I have a falling wedge that's likely to break to the upside. This is what I'm looking at here, starting off right and ready to go. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you. It also, is it? Does it? Oh my goodness. Can we? I don't know. What do you guys think? Sammy Cup and Handy with the rejection point that came back inside the handle. Could we get ourselves a Sammy Cup and Handy to the upside here? Let's take a look at the moving averages. Are they in our flavor? They're getting tight. The 200 is giving a bounce on the 7. We did break above the 200 SMA. These are good signs for a move to the upside. I am personally going to kind of take a bit. I like the 786 retracement. I like the bounce here. If we lose, we lose. But I stuck to my strategy. If I lose this trade, so be it. I'm buying a 786 retracement after the Stokes reset at the bottom with a higher low. I like what I'm seeing here. A little bit of hidden bullish. I think we do. As that swings down and that swings up, we have a little bit of hidden bullish. Are we on a high volume node? I think we are right there. There's a lot cooking here for the possibility of a move to the upside. Is the 1 hour still in momentum? It is, right? It curved down there. It did give us a bearish curve down. That's not the best sign. And I'll look at a bigger time frame here before I go in for a split second here. But I like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. I'll remove my moving averages for clarity. All right, and my little squiggly line here. We will also double-click the chart, open it up for you, and then just kind of show you it nice and clear so you're not so overwhelmed with all my lines and squiggliness, right? I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Let's get that music back up and running. I just wanted to be clear. Shout out to everyone on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. And shout out to everyone that came to the live yesterday. We had a bump in live all week. The live has been out of control. Shout out to the super chats. Shout out to the comments. Shout out to everybody here. Happy Friday the 13th to everybody out here. Some people's favorite number is 13. They switch it up, right? So shout out to everybody here. May God bless each and every one of you. Let me get that link. That is Ari going to bring up in 3 days. It's still, I don't know. Yeah. Everyone has an idea that works for you. Certain things work for someone else. They won't work for everyone else, right? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Scalise is out for the head of the house. He's out, right? He ain't doing them. But look, that's a low. That's a higher high. That's a higher low. That's an uptrend as well. The trend is your friend. So right now we have an uptrend. We break above that POC. We have a bit of a cup and handle here with a wick back inside the pattern. And we have a possibility of a move back to the upside here for Bitcoin. On a low liquidity Friday, it will probably take a lot slower than a Monday or a Tuesday for this trade to play out. But if it does, it does. You're at a 786 fib retracement. All right. From this wick to that wick, you came down and hit the 786. There's too much, bullish confluence here. We have falling volume with falling price. Like to see it get a little lower. And I didn't enter the trade yet. I'm still speculating. But the data is starting to provide a possibility of an entry for me, right? But it's all about the data. The data needs to provide that information. Remember, we pulled this on ASTRA. Someone asked me about it. I said I wouldn't get in till it came back down. Look, 786 retracement is coming for ASTRA. That could become the perfect entry. Let's take a look at that on the 22 of the daily. If it's oversold the 22 in the daily on those stochastics RSI, this could be, and I'm telling you right now, there's a season, and I call it cup and handle season. I'm telling you right now, we're getting into cup and handle season. You get this massive pump that everyone feels like they missed. They flush out all retail that jumped in at the end, and then they start to accumulate again. And look, you get these shoulders, these heads, and these right shoulders. I call them like bowl head and shoulders. I have a name for them. The moving averages start to conjoin. The 21 crosses the 50. Things start to make sense. All right. Eventually, on a small time frame somewhere, you'll pump up to the 200. There will be a 200 lagging. You will pump up to the 200 SMA. ASTRA, to me, that's a cup and handle approaching the 786 Fibonacci retracement. I would definitely pay attention to this. There's a POC there, and if right above the POC, it's got an SR flip, previous resistance becoming support here at the levels. And don't get confused. There's two coins. There's ASTRA and there's ASTRA DAO. This is ASTRA Protocol, all right? Then they have ASTRA DAO. Probably the same thing. One's the protocol, one's the DAO, but I haven't researched that, so I could be wrong. Not every project have I deep dived. Like this project, I have simply just swung traded on and off for the last, 6, 7, 8 months here and there. This looks interesting to me. If we hold this level, or getting a move to the upside, I would look for ASTRA Dow for a possible short, a possible long, and a protective stop somewhere below the 886 retracement or the point of control. This thing is looking lovely to me. And what I do is I put alerts here like so, in case it goes more sideways, and then I start scanning the smaller time frames for a bull flag. And then if I miss the bull flag, I look for the retest of some type of key area of support or resistance. Like if I miss the initial pump, I'm looking for it to retest here at 5 cents and then continue to take it up to 8 cents, which would still, or 0.005, but 0.005 to 0.008, it's still giving you that 3 on the 5, right? So I'm looking at this. Interestingly enough, it looks beautiful. Did I know I was going to go over this? No. I just tripped over this right now, and it fit my trading platform. If I see something, I say something. I'm like New York City subways, all right? Hey, that's not funny. I guess I used to live there. If you see something, say something. I don't know. It's corny. I know. I guess I'm up there with Ben and the dad jokes. You know what I mean? I'm not going to try to say my dad jokes are as good as his. I'm not going to go that far. All right? I'm not even going to go close to that. And funny, J Chains, he said English muffins are overrated, and I had to tweet yesterday. I was like, man, you got to take that back, man. So J Chains, if you're out there listening, I love English muffins, man. You got to pull that one back. But I love you guys. Hope everything's going well down south. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Are you staying grateful? Did you wake up in gratitude? I wake up the first thing out of my mouth. Dear Lord, thank you for the use of my legs. That I may walk to the bathroom. Then I looked at my daughters. I gave my daughter a kiss. God bless you, I said to her. Oh, I love you. Gave her a hug. Let her know she was loved. Did the same thing to my other daughter. Did the same thing to my wife. Made all the special 3 ladies in my house feel loved and felt like they were blessed. You know what I mean? And they make me feel blessed every single day. My family keeps me going. My family is my rock. My family is my foundation. My wife and kids are everything to me. And I believe that's how God wants it to be. It's such a blessing. I have my purpose. I have my place. My wife feels the same. And together we're united in synchronicity. And it's amazing. Yeah, I'm super excited about my life with my kids and wife. And I hope that God protects us. And I don't go through any horrible hardships that many, many people have in this world. And every day that I go through, everything is going well is a blessing. So ASTRA also has some hidden bullish divergence. If you take this low to this low, that's a swing up, even from this low to this low. So if you start at this low here, which is like the lowest you can, you're getting a bit of a swing down while you're getting a swing up. You got hidden bullish here on ASTRA. This thing is getting ready for a move. I'm telling you right now, it has all the signs. Again, maybe it doesn't. I'm not a financial advisor. It could dump in 2 seconds. But the probabilities of this getting a pump are very, very likely, all right? I would pay attention to ASTRA. This is why they call me Sammy Cup and Handy. They don't call me Sammy Cup and Handy because I sat alone and didn't make gains, all right? They call me Sammy Cup and Handy because many, many people have learned how to turn a corner, how to make a buck, how to flip a lick with the lifer, man, all right? So you could be the next one to do it. Let me know. God bless each and every one of you for being here and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I'm not going to waste it. I'm not going to waste it. So I like Bitcoin in the cup and handle. Struggling, coming down a little bit, right, to the 26,797 area. Can it get the bounce? And well, now we could look for small time frame divergence. And this is where the indicators come into play. Let's head on over to the 7-minute. Can we get a divvy on the 7? And, we have like a hidden bullish div, like I was saying. That swings up while that swings down. The 5 has hidden bullish too. Swinging down while that's swinging up. Now, once this goes down, it negates it. So it's a little hidden bullish. I really don't put a lot of weight on it until I'm up into the 4-hour or the daily time frame. So looking at this here, paying attention to what I'm seeing. So you got a slight, that's an uptrend, right? That's a slight uptrend. You got a little divvy right there on the 1 minute that could definitely hold us down. Got a little bit of divvy, right? When you looked at the 1, you have flipped down to the 886, not just that, the wick is strong. Go from this wick, though, and then you're at the 786, too. That's really my low, but we do come down in. So you want to see if we can get a bounce. I'm going to find a previous resistance level for a retest. So here we go, right there. Bitcoin, bounce, lost it, came up. SR flipping 26.8. We got to get back above 26,800 to remain bullish. So I'm not going to open the long until we get above here, retest. That would be the key long for me, all right? That would just be the safest way for me to enter this trade. Otherwise, you could either do a bearish retest and it could continue down. So I'm taking a shot, attempting, but there is a bullish div there. There is a bullish div. I just want to see it play out and break through the resistance. Once it does that, it gives me a little more confirmation of the move, all right? We might get our 1 minute dump today, but it's not as, the volatility just isn't there. We're not getting the vivaciousness. We did lose the 200 SMA on the 1 minute. It's usually you're going to get a drop to the downside. Every time you lose or gain above the yellow line, the 200 SMA, heed that. That's going to be a big deal, all right? Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. 397 people jumping into the live. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the love. Would you recommend MEXC or Bing X? I like MEXC. Bing X has some other things, but I like MEXC. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Would you recommend, thank you for Divergence lesson in the screen share last night. It's all starting to make more sense. It's becoming clearer and clearer. Vitality B, God bless you. I have to remember as I progress what it was like to be a beginner. See how we just got resistance there? We couldn't get above that resistance. That's key. And the stochastics, I want to wait for confirmations. Would you recommend? I like MEXC right now. I am going to open up Bing X, so I will have a link to Bing X. It's going to give you guys something that you can't get anywhere else. I would wait to sign up to Bing X unless through me. I basically hold weight because I produce some of the most volume in the game. All right? Just so you know, more than even a lot of the bigger channels. I'm just not trying to be rude, but I'm telling you the honest truth. 100 million a day in volume and more. We are pretty ruthless. The lifers. A lot of people have trading groups. I don't know if they trade as vicious as we do. We are vicious, and a lot of us take gains, so we stay in the game for a long period of time. We're not in and out. You know what I mean? I see lifers that have been taking gains for years now, consistently banging on them to the upside. So shout out to everybody here. Thank you so much for solidifying my teaching by showing the gains. We have lifers that show that they win competitions, and they say it's because of the stuff that we're teaching them. And so, man, lifers are going all over the place. Lifers are ferocious. Lieutenant Dan Dangle in the house. Your group trades over 1 million in volume every day. Yes, 100 million in volume a day. Yeah. A $500 million last month. We did 100 million in one day recently. Almost every day. Yeah. Happy Friday, Sam. Thank you for the stream. Would you recommend? Yeah. So thank you for asking about that. Yeah. One of the biggest groups in the game, man. I shouldn't flaunt, but like yesterday we did 600. What do we do in one day? Yesterday we did 4.2 million. It was one day, all right. But we have hit 120 million in a day. But yesterday was slow. No, 42 million. All right. But yesterday was a slower day. The market was iffy, So yeah, I'm actually, hold on. Yeah. I thought Jamie messaged me. Jamie, I thought you messaged me sign up to Bing, and then I don't see it. Oh, there it is, right? No. I swear you messaged me. Oh, there it is, yeah. Yeah. Don't worry, we're going to have something up by the end of the day, and we'll keep you moving. See, look, I didn't enter the trade because we got rejected by that level. The divergence wants to get a little sharper here. They want to liquidate more people. It's also a Friday. We already took a scalp on a Friday in the trading group. I may not want to force a trade for the rest of the day. You know what I mean? I like ASTRA Dow, though. Let me put this out to the trading group. I will have a Big X link probably by tomorrow morning. All right. I did sit down with the heads of Big X. We had a sit down. All right. They offer some things that I can't get access to, S&P and some other stuff. So I like it. I like what's going on with them. And I believe we're going to forge ahead. And don't worry, I will be able to pull something. You know, I put heavy weight on these exchanges. I say, you got to give my life or something, or I ain't working. And they say, all right. And I put up some heavy demands, which get met. And so I get to throw my weight around with the exchange, which helps you. So all my years of battling and being consistent, they see how consistent I am. They see how much I pay attention to the charts. And a lot of them follow me and say, man, we've been watching you, you know. So I get hit up by basically every single exchange, and I say no to 90% of them, all right? They offer me all sorts of stuff you wouldn't believe, and I just say no. No KYC. Hey, Sam, what do you think about Render? I like Render. It's a good coin long term. I do see a bit of a pullback coming, though. Lifer, my captain, I promise half these other groups can't keep up. God bless you, brother. Thoughts on Fairdesk? Fairdesk is all right. They've hit me up before. High fees, right? I don't know. So I'm looking for this to get to the 200 SMA. We want the 21 to start to curve back down, but I'm starting to see some love here. What I like is these labels. See how you can label hidden bullish? This makes me so happy. Hidden bullish, throw that on the bottom, say okay, and you got hidden bullish divergence there. I like labeling them both. Does this help beginners? I feel like it would, right? Because like I'm labeling it so you can make, oh, that's what it is. If all of us do this, we can, you know, and how do you do this? Right click your bar, go to settings, type in a text, hit template, hit save as, and then label it. So like if I want to say, you know, resistance. Say I just want to use resistance, right? And then I can say save as. And I'll call it exactly what I wrote it. Resistance, right? And hit save. Bam, now whenever I want, I got resistance, and I can label any line I want resistance. See, like that. This makes it easy, and like you can also do this. You can right click here, hit settings, template, measured move. Now everyone knows the measured move, right? This just, if we do this, we're going to help more beginners learn. Every time I put out a chart, the chart is a teaching moment, all right? So a lot of people say they're just in the signals group waiting for signals. I want to produce everything that we put out in the trading group to have a deeper conscious effect to push, you know? And if we truly, really stop and think consciously about everything we do, we can have a stronger effect with everything we do. The more contemplation you put in, and I talk about like building a city. If you're building a city and you just threw it all together, you know, the sewer would be a mess. But if you think, how could we make the city the most innovative for years to come? And you really thought about it, the city would be more proficient for years to come, right? So just things to think about that I talk about, you know, in my mind. YGG, I see going parabolic. I see it just kind of going sideways here and then getting a massive move to the upside. It's going to take some time. I'm about 3 weeks ahead of this gain. All right. Yeah, awesome. I want to dabble in Forex now. Interesting. Yeah, we're going to have the opportunity to do all that any single day. I like Euro USDT too, and we're going to jump into some Forex stuff. We're going to jump into the S&P futures. There's the move back on the divergence. We got a divergence call. We got to get back above this line. We can make a shoulder head into shoulder. It's a good divergence there, though. It's good enough for me. It's exaggerated almost. And I flip exaggerated, even if the RSI is flat. I call it exaggerated. But that's me, you know. Anytime there's flat. Luna's looking interesting for... Yeah, Loom is pretty crazy. So we get above this level. I'm looking for a possible long here. I like what I'm seeing with the fib retracement. You know? It is a Friday, low liquidity, but I like what I'm seeing with the fib. I like the higher low. One thing I will caution you. Shoulder. Look what I just saw this out of the corner of my eye. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. We must, you know, that could definitely be something that we could, you know, deal with later on. I like to take profits a little quicker on a Friday. MACD turning aggressively as well. Shout out to Love Learning in the house. Shout out to Jamie. Shout out to Jamie. I love you. I want to profess my deep love for Jamie. I have this obsession with Jamie. All right. It's a heterosexual obsession, but it's a deep love. All right. And Jamie, thank you so much. You know, all the people that ended up becoming like my right hand people, the people that are very close to me, I cherish those people, man. And that they wanted to ride with the crazy lifer, man. You know what I mean? So God bless everybody here on the live. We appreciate you. And I thank all my team. Lakochi, we love you. Sean, we love you. Jay, we love you. My wife, we love you. Lifer friend, we love you. Everyone on the team, we love you. Fight expert, we love you. All right. All Jamies. Shout out to Jamie. Yeah, we love you too, Jamie. We love you too, buddy. You know what? I love all you people, no matter what your name is. Shout out to the 457 people on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Yo, from Sarasota, Florida. Sammy, for the next 12 hours, I would buy a thing. Pay attention to the Middle East. Israel asked North Gaza citizens to leave city in 24 hours. Bitcoin usually pumps, man. I don't live in fear, man. I don't live in fear. I don't give in to the outside movement. I listen to it. I feel its effects, and I keep it moving. And all the Jamies here. Shout out to Sean. We love you, Sean. Shout out to JD. Shout out to Sugar Shane. Shout out to everybody here. Tony Rosas, GF Burke, Sam Gooklicker. Hey, Lifer, what's your handle invalidated? When is your handle invalidated on the cup and handle? Handle invalidated? When you begin to drop out of a rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time, right? And they break down, they break down 32% of it. They break down like this. So, like, if you came down and then bearishly retested this line, honestly, it's not even the cup and handle. It's this trend line. This trend line gets violated, then I feel violated. Okay? And I don't want to feel violated, all right? Don't violate. Don't be a violator. Don't be a violator, bro. Shout out to Sam Price. Shout out to Joshua Jellowick in the house and my whole team. A lot of fear right now. Let's take a look at that fear and greed index and see what it's saying. I want more fear, baby. I want the 30s. I want 30s if I can get them. You know me, I like the 9. I like the 9s, baby. Skinny from the 9, that dude. Shout out to 40. Who knows Skinny from the 9? Shout out to the 44 here. This could get lower. We want fear to increase. More fear, the better. And the more Bitcoin I will be scooping up. Already bought another 1/4 Bitcoin in the last week. Just keep gobbling it up. Give me that Bitcoin from 15,000 to 25,000. I will be scooping it up. While the whole world's bugging out, I will be laughing, counting my Satoshis. Prices in the charts, not the news. Sad what happening, but let's see price action. Amen. We love you too. James Jamopoulos. God bless everybody here on the live. We appreciate you. So this is what we're looking for Bitcoin. For a move to the upside here for a scalp. All right. And I'm giving you my sauce right now. We already hit a trade last night and a trade this morning. Both hit for gains. I also called this reversal on the 4-hour time frame to my whole trading group. I got into the trade live in front of everybody. I said, I'm getting in. I sold close to dang near to the top up in here already. But it was pretty simple. We drew a Fibonacci. All right. We drew a Fibonacci from here to there. That was the 786 retracement. We have been in the trade ever since. The lifers have been in the trade ever since the bounce off 786 to the upside. All right. Now we're battling to see if we can get through the 618. All right. And I'll show you this on a really neat chart just to kind of keep you clean. I would write down YGG, keep it on your radar. All right. So this will take 1 to 3 weeks, but it's definitely a watcher. All right. I'm going to teach you the 3-day chart patiently. I'm going to teach you how to scalp the 1 minute nicely. I'm going to teach you how to trade the 5 second if you want. You could trade any time frame with me from the weekly all the way down to the 1 second. We can teach you everything you need to know. Have a great day. Thank goodness it's Friday. My lifer brother, 30's good, man. God bless you. Crypto Cappy in the house. Terpene Hunter, what up, peeps? Shout out to James Jamopoulos again. We love you, brother. Is PZP ready? We'll take a look at PZP in a second. But I have some other coins that I put out in the trading group that are looking pretty nice today too as well that you may want to pay attention to. But you won't be able to see them unless you pay that $99 and jump on into the trading group. Speaking of the trading group, absolutely love the trading group. Shout out to Sean. We love you. Always helping me out. And the 3 things that are so important to do, in my humble opinion. Number 1, we don't want you wasting money. Okay? So my group is $99. We don't charge you to buy another indicator for another $1,000. We teach you the indicators that are free to use. We teach you. Then we even have a strategy. You just use candles. You don't even need an indicator. We have so much going on. I have a teacher teaching a class every single Sunday. The last time it's going to be $150. Next week we're revamping the whole situation and it is going to double in price. If I were you, I would take this master friend leverage class as soon as you can. The price is doubling after this Sunday, and this will be a prehistoric animal here. You will not get this again. You're going to get hands-on mentoring 3 times a week. You're going to get sessions. You're going to have someone ask you about your trade. You're going to have tests, ideas. For once in your life, someone's going to be on you. And I found the best of the best and implement them. This dude wanted to work with me. I wanted to work with him together. We are creating something amazing. Jump on it today. All right? Leverage Mastery, 12 p.m. every single Sunday. I learn a lot from this class, and I was trading for 15 years. You'd be pompous to think that you can't get something out of this class. I'm just saying. And I have the image here too, right? Yeah, there it is. I don't have to do the manual way. We got it through the program. Jump on in today. I'm telling you right now, that is going to double in price. You will not be able to get that value that we're putting out right now. And I'm telling you right now, you'll be able to figure out that is worth the bones. Price of admission, baby. Thank you for your time and all you do. Much love, Sam. Shout out to Lot Mo Crypto. I got a lot of crypto, but I need a lot more. Shout out to Lot Mo Crypto in the house. Shout out to Cesar Cordero. Cesar, I love you, man. God bless you, brother. Pura vida, my friend. Hope everything's well with you, yours, and your family, and everything's going well, man. God bless you. Let's jump into BTC like I do every day. Then we're going to look at the NASDAQ and all that fun stuff. But this is the trade that I'm looking at. I'll get you to the trade here. I have a bigger trade and a smaller trade. We are getting the bounce to the upside. We did seem to break back above the zone that I wanted to. Now we are slightly retesting. If we can hold above this, I am in. Look, the shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder. I like this retest. I like this entry for Bitcoin. Let me show you how I may enter the trade now. Yeah, we're getting above the BOC. I want us to stay above that line. So I go to the charts, delete my old work. Only thing I don't look at all the arrows, but it's all right. So we're looking at this. We know the pattern at play. We know the measured move. We see resistance here and here. Perfect places to think. The 200 will come into play. We should be thinking about taking profits at 27,300. You know, at least a partial. I believe 75% I should sell there. See if the rest can ride, right? We bounce off the bottom of the channel. 1 hour lot looking good, turning bearish. Let's take a look at the 1 hour here. Yeah, 1 hour has bearishly turned on us on the stochastic. I just looked at the stochastics. We did get a rejection there. Let me do my whole analysis before I enter the trade. Might be a good idea, you know. Might just be a good idea. Maybe. You never know. Because I'll see something that my brain, you know, I'll give my subconscious mind enough time to pick up on it. A lot like golf, you know, you ever go to a putt? I found when I do a putt, this is just one real quick, you know, here's the hole, here's my ball. I found if I move the exact distance the ball is from the hole and I watch, I get a lot more information than if I just kind of stand here, talk to everyone, and then walk up in here. If I back up and I give the space the ball is away from the hole, that space, and then I observe, it gives my subconscious mind a little more information to help the putt. So if I can give my mind more information, I have a better chance of having a higher probability successful result, right? Very pragmatic approach. So the more info I can give myself every day with all the knowledge that I have, the better off I will be at a possible move, right? But we're getting the retest like I wanted off of the zone. I mean, that's exactly what I was looking for. The inverted head and shoulder just played out. You could have just played it that mini inverted. Shoulder, head, shoulder. Look at it on the 30-second. You will see it. Shoulder, head, right shoulder to the upside. Cup and handy in a way. Not really, but it's hard. Eventually, you'll be able to see you'll see this as a pattern. See, other people just see squiggly lines, but your mind will see the pattern. You'll see it all. You'll see everything that everyone doesn't see. Look at this slanted inverted head and shoulder that nobody saw that I could see. And that went up to the upside. Crazy, right? You'll be able to do things that other people just can't do because you'll be able to see things that other people can't see. We call it life or vision here in the trading group. Look at, there you go. I really wanted that retest. I'd be in the money if I just took my own advice and nailed the retest there. But again, I'm analyzing for everybody too. So I do two jobs, you know, my own trading job and my job to keep everyone up to date in the markets every single day. Hundreds of people, thousands of people come to my live stream, either live or rewatch every single day to get a look on what's happening in the markets. So I pride myself on being here every day and doing the best I can to give you guys information that can keep you, ahead of the curve. So one thing that I want to talk about is this hidden bullish on the 8-hour time frame. I haven't seen it really brought up, and it's likely to make a move to the upside. I'm telling you. And we could be making this ascending triangle right here and just starting to consolidate while they get everyone in fear, thinking that the market's going to dump on you. You know? You want me to put you at ease and buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin? Will that put you at ease? Would put anyone here at ease if I buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin right now and just let you know that it's okay? Everything's going to be okay? All right. I wouldn't trust all of those shapes that TradingView makes. Yeah. Is hidden bullish pattern something you only use the RSI for? Yes, exactly. Only the RSI to find hidden bullish divergence. You may be able to use other indicators, but I don't. You know, and I'm not saying there's not another way. Just this is how I do it. All right. This tells me that we could get a high above this high and make a move to the upside. The Adam and Eve did play out, right? We got the Adam. A lot of times too, when a bearish pattern makes its target, it's a good sign to go bull. I'm not saying every time, but look, the neckline to the head and then there. That was the Adam and Eve double top. I called it a double bottom. Sorry, just by default. The Adam and Eve double top. Forgive me, please, for misspeaking there. I don't want to confuse. So here we go. We have a resistance here that must be broken. Specifically right where we're at on the 8-hour time frame. Right there. Previous support becomes resistance. If we can flip this, we're good to go. So I'm waiting for this to break out, give a little bit of a move, and then boom, the 8-hour could take off to the upside. You remember the last trade we made was this 8-hour. I called this 8-hour move to the upside. It was a beautiful pump, and I traded the 8-hour. That was kind of what gave me the indication to get in. All right. 23.7 is in the book sooner or later. Bullish div forming on the daily. Give support to the hidden bull on the 8-hour. Okay. I would put my mind at ease if you would buy me $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. Yes, Sam, buy the Bitcoin. Buy in the red, sell in the green. Make it 100K. You guys are funny. Do a quick poll. And here's the deal. Should I buy 1,000 USD of Bitcoin right now? All right. And again, I'm going to do whatever I want. You guys are not giving me advice. Just want to make it clear. You guys aren't giving me financial advice. Hello had a great pump today. Hello, banging on it, man. Loving it. The 99 Trading Group of the Life Revision course plus Master Leverage course is a triad of 24/7 support and is the foundation to your training education. This trading group's heating up. I'm telling you right now, it is heating up. More people are feeling my motivative energy, and my energy is actually increasing. And as it increases, we're attracting more people into the group. Why only 1,000? Why not 10,000 or 20,000? Cassandra Regalado. Oh yeah, is she that? Is that? I think I've seen her before. She always causes a ruckus, right? I think I've seen you before. Aren't you a trader, Cassandra? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Send in a super chat for TA or deep dive on your altcoins. Just bought in for the mastery course this weekend. Hit the like button. It's free. Most underrated show on YouTube ever. Shout out to Agus. God bless you. Is Gary Gensler going to ruin your party? You never know. I don't know what you mean by that. I don't think about negative things. Can you buy me $100 worth of BTC? You know what? Send me your hardware. Send me your wallet address, and I just might. All right. You guys post a wallet address. I'll pick one right now, and something might happen to that address later on today. You can post it to Twitter and let everybody know. All right. If everyone has a public address you'd like to post, a Bitcoin public address, post it right now. I may just be in a good mood. You never know. You know? I can't believe I would be rushing in to send a Bitcoin address in there right now. So funny. I can't believe I'm not seeing 100 Bitcoin addresses fly in right now. Do you guys realize what I just said? Or are you guys not blockchain? Hello? Is this working? Still, I can't believe I still don't see a bunch of addresses. That's crazy to me. I'd be scrambling. Hi, Sam. Please do analysis on NAKA. Thank you. Dana Schwartz. All right. Wow. You guys don't have a BTC address on the ready. Wow. All right. In the next 30 seconds, if I don't see a Bitcoin address, it's not happening. I'm not dropping the BTC on somebody. 30 seconds right now. 1, 2, 3. I can't. You guys are really whack. All right, Burke, man. But like, you work with us. But like, still, at least he did it. You know what I mean? Wow. I can't believe it's taking that long to get a Bitcoin address posted. Wow. You don't just have a phone app on your phone with a random Bitcoin wallet that you use? Yo, I still can't believe you guys haven't posted a Bitcoin address. This is crazy to me. That's Ethereum address, bro. That's an OX. That's not even a Bitcoin address. I can tell you by the way it started, dude. What are you doing? I see one Bitcoin address from Burke right now. Wow. That's weird to me. I want you to post it right here in the comment section, guys. I'm asking someone to post a Bitcoin address so I could give them free. I can't believe this. This is bugging me out. This is bugging me out. This is bugging me out. Are they deleting it or something? I'm not seeing any addresses. I don't see them. Hold on. Oh, yeah, that's why. It's on top chat, not live chat. So sorry, everyone. Look at all the addresses coming in. Dude, never use top chat. I don't know why they have top chat. What does that mean? Some messages such as potentials may not be visible. I'm so sorry, everybody. It didn't make sense to me. I knew I was with the lifers, and I couldn't see a Bitcoin address. I was freaking out. All right. So sorry. This makes sense now. All right. I'm going to pick one right now. 100. And I don't like to say anything. Just there's reasons why, but someone will get blessed right now. All right, what we'll do is we're going to spin. I'm going to put my finger on the screen. All right, you can't see it, but I'm going to put my finger on the screen, close my eyes, and I'm just going to scroll around, and eventually a name's going to end up on my finger. All right, here we go. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. My finger is on the screen, just so you know. All right, Rothound. My finger ended at Rothound. This man right here with the 3L. You won, dude. Awesome, man. Yeah, check your balance in a little while. I'll be making sure that something ends up in there for you, buddy. God bless you. Thank you so much for doing that. And thanks for playing, everybody. It's nice to give, man. It feels good to give. So that's what I do it for. So cool. You don't even need to, like, you know. All right. God bless everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Congratulations. I was scrambling on my phone. Lieutenant Dan Dangle. You know, Dan, we love you, brother. Thank you for being here. Crypto Prophet, we love you. Posted mine twice. Unplugged user. God bless you. Lifer, my address is there. God bless you. Best mentor in the game. That was exciting. Thank you for that. She's a girl. Oh, that's awesome. A girl one, dude. So sorry I said that it was a dude. Even awesome, man. Women in crypto. I love it. We need more women in crypto. I spammed the chat. Just did cash more of the house. Good time, Sammy. Great. Like your style. I was in a dead zone now with no server. I'm so sorry. It's funny. People are like, dude, I almost had it. All right. Let's get back to brass tacks. We had some fun. So good thing that ASTRA took profits at that 28 level. Bitcoin struggling at 26.8. We can't seem to get, look, previous support becomes resistance. We're going to have to SR flip this area to remain bullish. What we want to see is Bitcoin actually, I'm deleting the hidden bullish right now. We want to see Bitcoin make this ascending triangle here between the resistance and this level and get tight. Looks like we may go sideways for most of the day. And then boom, I'm telling you though, if we can break out and retest 26,850, boom. And then remember my key area at that 27,000. Let's go back one maybe, but right here. 27,300. And then where these wicks came, you know, I call it 27,230, right? Key area to watch for. So we flip this, then we'll come for that. And we'll make, look, we're making an ascending triangle here. You see it? Uptrending bottom with a flat top. This has hidden bullish on the 8 hour. Telling me there's a chance we do get a move to the upside. One thing I said is this could have been the pattern. And we just had a breakout, fake out of the trend line. And that also makes more sense to me. That makes far more sense to me. You know? Their manipulation, you got to find a way to unmanipulate, you know? Shout out to Rodhound and the guy. I named my handle after my 2 rescue dogs. See? And you help dogs. And so now those dogs are going to get some good organic food or something. You're going to be able to help them out. What a blessing, right? With the channel. So God bless you. Thank you so much for being here. And may you have a blessed day at the end of the stream when you see your balance. We appreciate it. Losing the daily open for Bitcoin. Bearish. I was actually, it says on my screen. Yeah, blessings. Dang, I was wrestling the dogs for a deer leg and missed it. But I won the stinky leg challenge. Hey, at least you got the deer leg, man. And you know, man, trading got rid of the 2 free indicators. Now you only got 1. That's tight. I mean, they got so many people there loving on them. Honestly, if you just wait for Cyber Monday and you buy it then, it's really not that expensive. You know, you just buy it once a year at those levels. We could be making a giant shoulder, inverted head and shoulder. But remember, we kind of spiked up and weren't able to get above it. Also, ascending triangles are not the most amazing patterns. And the 1 hour was rejected by 26,800. We got a nice little spike up. Smart to take profits fastly. And that's what we did in the trading group this morning. All right. Daniel from Chart Champions just posted more to the downside. Well, what I'm seeing here is a bear flag. Or an ascending triangle that's really about to lose that level. See? That's why I didn't want to, you know, I wait for confirmations. But we have a div here. You got a divergence right there, see? You should hold that low for the day. If we break that low, I'd look for a bearish retest. So look, I'm not going to short unless we drop here and bearishly retest. Then I'll take the short down. So I want to see a bearish retest of 26,575. All right. Use CoinGlass to set up a chart. You can have the indicators for free. Stephen Wood giving you the alpha right there. Listen to that alpha. Good thing I didn't open up my long, right? See, I waited for the chats to tell me what to do. See that? The retest lost the sauce. Look at that. And now we're like, we lost the trend. See that? No go. The weekly getting more and more bearish. You see that? It's coming for support. So you got weekly support at 26,545. You lose that. You're coming to tussle with these 2 candles at 25.8, and then you're going down to 24.3. That's just kind of what we're looking at. This could be a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. The left shoulder does not have to be that big. It's like a lobster. It can have a big claw and a small claw. That's a head and shoulder pattern that can break you down. This is a descending triangle. I've made this very clear. These break to the downside 68% of the time. All right? Your measured move takes you to 20,000. All right? Maybe I won't buy some BTC today, you know? Every trade I took with you in the stream, I lost. Damn, wow, that sucks. Sorry to hear that. We didn't open up a trade on the stream, man. And the trades that we play out, actually, we show them play out live. So that it doesn't make any sense at all. Right? Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of weird every trade you took of the stream because we won the stream yesterday during the beginning update. We won multiple streams, so I don't know what you're doing. Pretty weird. We also didn't open up a trade today, so we opened up a trade this morning. We already closed it in the trading group. I don't know. I'm a pretty brass tacks, pragmatic guy. So I don't like when people like kind of don't stick with the facts, man. You know what I mean? And also, if you keep losing your trades, maybe you should be, you know, are you in the trading group? It's a good question, right? I know you didn't take them. All right. Bram, don't mistake TA with trades, my guy. Sam is talking about probabilities, but you don't enter a trade unless you get extra confirmation. But doing a trade off your say, what the heck, man? I'm done. I'm moving on. I love you, brother. Jump into the trading group and get knowledge. Don't blame other people for your behavior. That's the first way to become unsuccessful. The first thing, take responsibility for everything you're doing. Okay? Every single thing that you're doing. All right. I'm such a blessed man to know who you are and to be a part of your community. Thank you, Kyle. I appreciate you, man. I bought more Ben coin. Hey, dude. See, you have a vision, and that's your thing, right? So funny when people try to hate like that, but literally everything is live. We see the results daily. It doesn't make any sense. That's why when everyone does that, it's like, we're not your average channel, so you can't do that to us. You know what I mean? Like, he goes, LOL, I watch him win trades daily. Funny. I didn't say it's your fault, just saying what happened. I know, that's what I'm saying. I asked you a question. Are you in the trading group? You didn't answer that, right? Maybe instead of losing your next $100, get the education. You know what I mean? And maybe you are in the trading group, and I apologize if you are. I love you. All I can say is just, Sam, keep doing what you're doing. This is just inspiring. Thank you. So I see this could break us down. That's your measured move. Keep this in your mind. I said it the other day, right? And I even gave you the trade. I gave you the stop loss, everything. It's actually in the money from when we last, I think it still might be in the money. Let me see. I posted it to the trading group and said, remember this. Keep this, BTC weekly. Because I go over so many charts and I may not show it again for a few days, and I want you to stay privy to it. Understand what's happening, right? So I said, keep this for my records, right? So technically it would still be like underwater right now at 26,693, right? We went up and down a little bit. But this looks, doesn't look amazing. Just keep this for your records. Someone could open this trade and hold it for like 6 weeks and make a lot of money. See, that takes a lot of patience. Takes a lot of patience. I love watching shorts. Shouldn't watch as many shorts, though. They kind of get you going. Shout out to BOOKMAP. Let's see what BOOKMAP is showing us for the day at 11:03 a.m. at 10:13. Shout out to 574 people on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. 244 likes. We go live every single day for over 1,000 days. Dedicated ourselves to what we love to do over and over again. BOOKMAP has liquidity on either side. The deepest liquidity is to the upside. At the same time, it's a Friday. I don't trust the liquidity as much on a Friday as I do on a Tuesday, Monday, and stuff like that. But it does say we could go to the upside up to 27,450, 27,300. I see 27.3 as a key area of resistance to take profit from. 27,300 just looks scrumptious to me. Like we may be able to get it, right? So to me, that's kind of a shoulder ahead and like a right shoulder in a way. Why I always have like 5 lines. Stop. So annoying sometimes. Even for me, trust me. Here I will use that wick just because it makes more sense, even though I'm not like a fan of it all the time. See, you shouldn't have made a low lower than the double bottom. You should make a low, high, higher, low, I see it's kind of a shoulder ahead and a right shoulder now, but you had the right shoulder, you came back down. Bit of a mess. Let me finish my bigger analysis, and we'll get to brass tacks. Okay, the 3-day. So I just want to point that out that the weekly isn't a descending triangle. The 3-day, it's a little more of a symmetrical triangle. Both are more bearish than bullish, in my opinion. Symmetrical is a 50-50 pattern, but I've seen it break down more than I've seen it break up. One idea I keep saying is, could we be making this? And there's a chance. I'm open-minded to this idea. But that's a projection, right? Right now, we have to kind of stick to what we see. But I have projections in my mind. See, trading is just like chess, in my humble opinion. You don't know what your opponent's going to do. But you think of all the different moves that your opponent's going to make, and through that, you can make a decision based on that information. But the thing is, the smartest, or the best, not even the smartest, but the hardest working chess players work in their brain really hard. They go through all the scenarios that could be playing out, right? And they think about them over and over again. You see? And then you have a solution for what you don't know could happen. And that's what trading is. That's what trading is, everyone. Having a solution for what you don't know what could happen, and having 2 scenarios or 3 scenarios, and as one gets negated, you move on to the next. As others fall off, you know. If not 100 on entry, you can always display patience and wait for more confluences. Amen. Are you familiar with exchanges or dexes that are delayed so that you already start on profit when price go up on the live chart? Wow. Trip bottom. Sheesh. I just had an epiphany with that chess analogy. Jeremy Kinlaw. God bless you. Spot ETF decision today. That would be amazing. I don't think so, but that would be amazing if we got a spot ETF decision today. You know, I would love that, and I would want that. I don't see it happening. All right. So there's a chance we do get tight here. And remember, this is a 50-50 pattern that could break up or down. That also is the measured move of that descending triangle. 20,400 could call our name. Is that a TREZOR Safe 3 wallet worth getting? Oh yeah, TREZOR announced a new wallet, right? I'm definitely going to get it and talk about it. I've been using TREZOR for so long, and they've been great. So TREZOR announced something big. Oh, TREZOR Safe 3, 79. Oh, dude, the Safe 3 is great. Oh, they changed the name to the Safe 3? I didn't even know they had an app on the phone. I don't even use the phone app. I've never done it. I don't like the app phone, personally. No, they didn't get anything new. I had this thing. They're like, new, you know, I'm sorry, I'm on the TREZOR website today. I use TREZOR Touch. I love it. I love it. Now, it's not amazing for tons of altcoins, but it can give you every ERC20 token that you have out there, which is a lot. And you get Bitcoin, right? And you get your, you know, XRP, some other stuff, Cardano. It's got a nice touch screen. It's super easy to go in and out. Connect securely with USB-C. I have a link in my description if you want to jump on in. I got a TREZOR wallet. I love it. It's absolutely amazing. I hold 2 of them, actually. All right. So this is something on the 3-day. If we move up, 33,007, and we move down, 20,002. All right. Let's go to the daily time frame. And again, flip on my moving averages. We're below the 200 SMA, bear city. Every time when you lose a 200 SMA or you can't get back above one, it's bearish. And if you start losing other moving averages, that's bearish. We got tight in between the 21 and the 200. There was a chance we could get a move, but we didn't, you know. But look, up, high, we are making a higher low. There's a chance we could hold this low. That's why I have this trend here too, you know. It changes when you do different time frames. I'm sorry. That's the only issue with charting. Like, it changes when you do different time frames. So you kind of have to keep another time frame in your head while you zoom into other time frames, or your work will just be all over the place, right? But this brings me to this. And this is the rising wedge on the daily that we've been watching for a while. And to me, it already broke. It broke to the downside. Like, you already broke this trend down. So you fell out of a falling wedge that wants to break all the way back down to 25,002. However, previous resistance becomes support. You have very strong support right now at 26,060, 26,005. Good morning, Lifer. I've been away for a few weeks. Are you still using MEXC for leverage trading all the time, every single day, baby? God bless you. Thank you for asking. Yeah. But for your basic coins, TREZOR is amazing, better than Ledger. What number color are you trading your background gradient colors? I can't tell you. I don't want you to copy me, man. You know what I mean? I actually think they should be another gradient up. There we go. Yeah. That one right there. All right. There you go. There we go. That looks better. I don't know why I wasn't doing what I wanted it to do there. But again, the daily is oversold on the stochastic. RSI could be flipping. We have a hidden bullish slightly here. This is kind of flat. That's swinging up. It's a chance that we do get the move. And there's a chance, right, that we are still inside the pattern. And that was the fake out down here. I'm going with that. This is a new kind of idea that I'm making here. I'm changing my tune. That we're still holding. And look, it was a 786 retracement. I believe that's a great place to long the market if we get a tweezer bottom today. So wait for the daily to close tweezer bottom. What do I mean by that? I mean, if this candle can come up and both candles will have tweezers, bullish sign for Bitcoin. They both go low, I'd like this to close up green, have one red, have one green, tweezer bottoms. Look, we long that 786 fib retracement from the tip of the wick. It was a perfect 786. Like, it doesn't get better than that. If you made that long with me, you're still in the money on that trade. All right. I'm saving up to join your trading group. If anyone can help me, that would be great. Send us an email. We'll put you in for a month. What's your name? Endor537. Send us an email. Email my wife, cryptolifers@gmail.com. I'll pay for half of it. All right. You can give us the $50 when you make gains. Most Bitcoin spot decision dates are next week. Pump into, in, and back down after they delay yet again. I've seen that you have a lot of wisdom next to crypto about life. What's the best thing to elevate your spirituality? To go into nature and be alone? To find yourself more than to be alone is, a few times a week. To go into nature and to find yourself alone. I have found that is the best way to reset myself in balance. And that's the best way to bring myself back down to a frequency in which I need. Trees give off a frequency. The earth gives off a frequency. The flowers, everything around you gives off a frequency. Use that frequency to balance yourself out. Stay away from advertising, negative people. Get yourself into nature 3 times a week for an hour at least. If you can do that, I'm telling you right now, you're going to have a pretty good life. If you're getting into nature 3 times a week for at least an hour, and you're able to do it by yourself, where you can really, really feel what it's like to be a being on earth with no one else around you, just taking in the air, taking in the sun, taking in the freshness, hearing the birds, listening to an animal rustle the trees. This is what life is about. So yeah, that's how I really keep my spirituality, is by heading into nature and keeping myself kind of, rounded and grounded too. Grounding, going outside with bare feet if you don't live in a too cold of an area, and grounding yourself, getting yourself touching the ground. All right. I know it sounds insane, and don't laugh, but grounding is the key. And grounding yourself is something that can what it'll do is reset your frequencies. All right. Because we're around all this Wi-Fi and all this stuff, we're not grounded properly. Literally electrically grounded. When you touch the earth, you release yourself from static electricity and you become grounded. GF Burke is right now on a grounding pad. All right. Hiking solo in the middle of the night is awesome. Oh my gosh. Perfect for a good stop loss. NAKA, Super Chats, Cass, and NAKA. We'll take a look at those. And we'll look at PZP2. TBUT, when you can, Sammy. Thank you. We'll take a look at that. Carlos Alejandre. Thank you. If your family is from the islands, you've been taught this early. And I grew up on an island too. When I was 3 years old, my dad bought a house on an island. And so I'm not from the islands, but I did live on an island. And living on an island will teach you about nature and isolation, and you'll find joy in nature. You really will. Here's the deal. If the 4-hour flips above the 200 SMA, I would long. As long as we stay below it, it gives me a hindrance to enter the long. So I'm waiting for sideways price action inside of this ascending triangle. We did bounce off the 786. I will short if we lose this and do a bearish retest of this POC at 26,550. So if we lose 26,550 and we start to drop, I will short it down. First take profit will be 26,072. Next take profit will be about 25,300. All right. Yeah. Gaia is for the grounding, baby. Amen. The answer is to every you guys want is discipline. Sham shows this daily, over 1,000 days straight. It's very true. It's almost just a realization that the earth is connected globally. It's the center of us all. Yeah. If you do something over and over again, people will respect you for it. You will gain a following. You will gain, you'll gain a community, right? Long on Bitcoin. You do you, though. I mean, I don't like how the 4 hour is turning there. I don't like where the 2 hour is. 1 hour actually has come down without losing a lot. That's actually a pretty good sign. So the 1 hour has reset pretty fast. And we didn't lose. We didn't go for a lower level. It's likely the 718 does hold. 15-minute looks interesting. 15-minute, did it get above the 200? It's fighting it. Is the 1 minute about to get above the 200? I'm waiting for confirmation. But there's definitely a chance I open up a long trade here for Bitcoin. After we find, the hidden bullish divergence is very strong. It's also important to ground laptops, take out the battery and push the button, unless you have a Mac where you can't take out the battery. They don't like you doing stuff that's manual, you know. They don't want you doing stuff like that. So 26.8's a resistance. Can we flip it? So this is what I'm seeing. I am seeing a long. I'm just waiting for perfect confirmation of the long. And I see Bitcoin in this rising wedge that could break back to the top of the wedge. Bottom, top, baby. And we stay inside this channel until we don't. And there is a chance that Bitcoin is going parabolic. And it does start to go on a crazy rally while everyone is in fear. But certain things do have to occur. The 4-hour will have to get back above the 200 SMA first and foremost. I'll tell you when that happens. I'll have an alert on it. When it does happen, I'll tell my trading group if I'm not asleep. That's the first sign of a bullish move. If we can flip this yellow line, that's going to be a big deal. We have an equal low on price action. I waited until we hit level to leany. I don't know what that means. GFL hitting the 200 SMA on the 8-hour. Buy here. What's BOOKMAP saying? BOOKMAP just has liquidity above us, suggesting that it could flush us to 25,003. The level that's key is 320, 280, 300. And I like 27.3. That would be where I would take profit. Personally, if I'm scalping today, I'd like to take profit at 27.3. And I saw that as a previous resistance and support zone. It's right here. See where we bounced? Right there. See, we came in, bounce. Like there's some chunk here. I could see that as a key level that takes a profit right here at 300, 328, you know. BOOKMAP showing signs, and shout out to BOOKMAP. If you want to jump into BOOKMAP, there's the link right there to sign up, given by GF Burke. We appreciate it. It's also in the description. Jump into BOOKMAP today. We greatly appreciate it. It's going to show you where the liquidity is. See what the candlesticks are hiding. If you go to bookmap.com, their site really explains it the best. If I could actually type, man, I type so fast and then I never. A trading platform that displays market liquidity. Check what candlesticks are hiding. It's unbelievable. BOOKMAP, all right? And honestly, shoulder, head, right shoulder on the 4-hour time frame. I'm seeing an inverted, a sloppy wiki inverted, but I'm seeing an inverted head and shoulder play out. As long as this low keeps the low, we flip the 200 SMA, I will turn bullish. I'm already kind of feeling bullish right now, all right? And remember, I did give you the 786 retracement there. I made a trade live for my trading group. We're in the money. If we dump to 25K, what signs would we be looking for besides getting beneath 26.5? We would lose the 200 SMA on the 3-day chart. So look at this. We would lose this 200 SMA and begin to dump hard. Once we lose this yellow line, it's a wrap. All right? They may dip us a little bit low and then come back up, but we are going to get some bearish city. So if we lose this yellow line on the 200 SMA, however, these are getting very tight in somewhat of an uptrend. This is interesting. We're getting to something's going to brew. Bitcoin might even pump this weekend because something is going to brew. You know, I say by Thursday next week, some type of big move occurs for Bitcoin. This could be the bottom buy here at the bottom of this channel. Kind of like it. We long there. And look, isn't this, I think the measured move got us to 27.3, right? Yeah, see, that's why. Into that first resistance point. And that's why that whale is loaded up right there. He's right below the bigger form of liquidity. He wants to snipe. So this is kind of the trade that's building for us. We can keep our stop loss at the low of the previous low and go for it 26,750. I like this trade right here. Above the POC, right? You got a gap of the VRVP. You got liquidity above us. You've got oversold 1 hour. All right. Finally flipped bearish and kind of removed. We got the 4-hour with momentum. Still pushing up. Nothing wrong there. Inverted head and shoulder. We had the 786 retracement. We have the divergence. There's a lot of bullish confluence. Am I wrong? And the 8-hour hidden bullish too. I mean, what else do I need? I think Sammy's going to take a long here at 26,750. What do you think? I think I've kind of have my bullish bias created. True, bro. Please. True, bro, please. I could see the ETF get approved because anyone is assuming it won't get approved. What's the biggest lesson you've learned from your trading experience that you'd like to pass on to others? That you can't beat yourself up for losses. That you got to move on. That there's no failure, only feedback. And you got to repeat that over and over again so you don't get into a feedback loop of negativity. There's no failure, only feedback. And tell yourself that over and over and over and over again till you realize that this life is just for you to learn and not for anything else. All right. Use my 1 minute for confirmation. Wait for the 1 minute to come down before I enter this trade. This could be a bear flag that dumps on my face. I'm open-minded for anything that's possible. Could I? Where are my moving averages? Yeah, there is my move to the 200 SMA. You know what? Even though we're overbought on the 1 minute, safe move is wait for this 1 minute to reset. But it can start. If it booms up, it's okay. Anywhere in the zone, I'm all right. I'm not like missing too much. It actually gives me a confirmation that we bounced off the bottom of the channel. I'm gonna leave Bitcoin alone for now and jump into the altcoins. But I think I've given you everything I could for BTC, and you can kind of get an idea of what I'm looking at. Let's take a look at that fan funding and everyone that threw down on a super chat. God bless you. Thank you so much for the love. Crypto Kusuki, kind of new to your channel. Morning Lifer. Thank you so much for jumping on in. God bless you for the $2 super chat. You're the man, dude. Elias Arciniega. Thank you so much for the $3.99. God bless you. Dana Schwartz for the $5. Please do analysis on NAKA. Thank you. We'll jump into Dana Schwartz's right now. We'll do TWG and GFAL. Shout out to Carlos Alejandre. And shout out to M. Sherm1. We love you. GFAL hitting 200 on the 8 hour. Take a look at that too as well. If Bitcoin gets the bounce, it's going to help the whole market get a bit of a bounce. But that 1 minute is looking a little sketch right now. Should double check it. It should just give it, See, that 1 minute looks, yeah, see, I saw that bear flag. See it? I saw that bear flag. And I saw the stochastics. And I said, I don't think I should enter right now. I think I get a better price. See, this is when you get real anal with trading. See, the more you know, the harder trading can be because then you know too much. So you can't you can't do whatever you want. That's why I may look confused sometimes, but I'm not. I just know more than the average person. So I have to take way more into account before I do something. All right. And you see how I'm assessing my action. I don't want to get in I want to make it perfect. Now we get a very strong divergence. And this should be a long liquidation on BOOKMAP. There it is, see? How do we know? Because we know how to spot these, and this is liquidity grab. Now we can use CVD and see how high it gets. Now we want to see if they bring the price lower but liquidate less. All right? Did you work out today? I did. I did upper focus. Felt good. Did the arms, triceps, biceps, all that fun stuff. Getting liquidated now down to 26,700. That was a beautiful little flag. I could have played that. That was a beautiful bear flag. What an easy call. See, that's something you could put 100, whatever. I did. But the Stokes wanted to dump on you. It didn't look good. You could see how I hesitated on the long. I didn't enter because I said, that's likely to go down. How did I know it was going to go down? The Stokes were telling me not to get in right there. Now, buying into that is the key. Like, that is the liquidation of the people that just wanted to jump in, right? I should buy that right now. I should buy into that fear wick. $26.7 holding. Look at this too. Look, shoulder, head, right shoulder. I'm going to enter a very small, enter a very small long right here. How much do I use? Then I'm going to get into all the super chats. Apologize for live trading recently. I do less analysis because I live trade more, right? Maybe I have to stop live trading and just servicing. But it's my love, baby. So we have the double bottom. We know we have the 786 in our favor. So if we can keep ourselves below that, it's a good look. We have a 3.5 risk-reward ratio. So the stop loss would be 26,513. The protective stop. All right. The take profit would be 20. I don't know if we'll get there. I'd like 2 take profit. I'll add another one. I'll add one here at 20. Yeah, 315 is good. And it's a Friday. I'm risking less than I normally do. 49 for 150. If the trade goes well, I will add to it. All right. But you got to buy into the red candle. You got to buy into red candles. Like, you got to use red as your way to get into a trade. You can't be using, like, and there's a divergence there. A really nice one, which tells me that was a liquidation too as well. Anyway, I may lose the trade. You never know. There's no guarantees. We'll go from there. All right. Let's take a look at the next idea is NAKA. Okay. Nakamoto Games here for, who asked about NAKA here? Dana Schwartz. Took a hit on that 1 minute, just like most of the market. And I caution, like, I don't go heavy on a Friday because Friday's tough. So NAKA, beautiful move. 1, 2, 3, 4. It could be getting the, a parabola with a more of a push. It had this huge bowl, which was kind of like a, almost price discovery here on this exchange. It got pretty close to 79 to its all-time high on this exchange at 88. I saw it getting a pullback. The daily looks interesting, but look, see how it lost the 21? Usually when you lose a 21, you're going to come down to the 50 and then to the 200 SMA. I'm looking at it on the 3-day chart, and the 3-day chart says it has to come down. So I'm waiting for it to come down and retest 5,580, which is going to be the 618 Fibonacci. If it wicks down into the 786 and we get a Bitcoin crazy move, that'd be another entry for me possibly. This would be a very large cup and handy for an extremely big move. This coin has been in a bull market. It had a 5-month accumulation at 7 cents, and then it blasted all the way up for a 10.5x basically. All right. BOOKMAP also has liquidity above us, which tells me that I could win my trade. Like, I got the, I usually don't, I don't want to short when I see big liquidity above me like that. Tells me that there's a chance I could definitely win the trade. So there's some good vibes to the trade. We'll go from there. All right. We'll go from there. So NAKA coming back down. These are the areas that I'm looking for. The previous resistance becoming support, coming down. Price has to come kiss this 21. It may go up and down a little bit and shake people out on the smaller time frames, making them think it's going to pump. But if you stick to the 3-day chart and you take a cool, calm, and collective idea, this thing looks like it will continue to the downside, back to this 21-day moving average. All right. And then at 56, 55, bang, bang, bang. This thing could easily get to $10 and do a 20x. I'm telling you that right now. And it already did an 8x. So it's a 100x coin if we got it down here. It was a 100xer already. It's been missed. Those multiples have been missed. Now it's maybe a 10 or 20x. I believe you had to buy in down here at these levels. And when you had from May 22nd all the way till December. And wow. Like, someone's could have put 10 grand in there and change our lives, and the bull market didn't even. That's why I try to show people there's money to be made in this market if you know where to be. NAKA was a strong coin all along. And then when Gala tanked, it only helped NAKA push because it took more market share. Think about it. When your competitor goes down the tubes and has a bunch of issues, that's going to be a good look for you. All right. Let's take a look at the DXY real fast. I'm like, DYDX. I'm like, that's an interesting DY. But see, it's cup and handle season. I just think everything is forming these cup and handles. Cup and handle season, baby. Let's look at DYX. The DXY. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. I go over it every day, but I don't know what it's called. Right? So look, tight moving averages tells me that a move could come. The 3-day chart wants to push down, but did it get a flip up? I'm going to double click the our stochastics. No, still pointing to the downside. It's a good sign that the 3-day is going to come back down. We did call that we were going to get a pullback. 3-day needs to pull back. Daily wants to pump on you. But remember, mind the 3-day when the daily wants to pump. So let me get rid of my craziness. There's a bearish div here. Swing up to swing up, swing down on the there's a bearish divergence that we called before we got this drop on the dollar. We even drew this. We want to see it make an inverted, we want to see it make a head and shoulder pattern. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. I drew this before it even happened. It seems like it may be happening. This right shoulder would be beautiful. It would solidify the fact that we could dump to the downside. Look, the falling wedge did break out with low stochastics. See, falling wedges with low stochastics, with bullish divergence, play out. And you'll see the 200 will be close to price action. Those three things are key. Everyone's always like, when does the falling wedge stop? I don't know when to get in. When there's divergence, when you're near the 200 SMA, and when the stochastics are getting very low. Those are key insights that you want to stick to. 597 people on the live, 295 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's go, baby! Let's go! This ain't your average rodeo. I'm not your average person. I got extra energy and extra motivation. We're going to the moon. We're going to become billionaires. I'm going to become a billionaire. We're going to make $1 billion. I'm telling you right now, we're going to make $1 billion. You're going to see it happen here on the stream. You're going to see it. We're going to get there because that's where I dream of being. And I know anything we put our minds to, we can accomplish. I'm telling you right now, I used to work a night shift and watch YouTubers and say, I want to be a YouTuber one day. I desire this so bad. And I got there. What's the next thing I desire? $1 billion. I can get there. Everything else is just a roadblock or an obstacle to you. We can achieve anything we put our minds to. Anything we put our minds to. All right? Cody Mockwin with GFAL again. We got doubles on that. I appreciate that. And the trade's flat right now, but the entry's pretty solid at 26,708. Holding pretty nicely for that bounce. Makes sense to me. We have a lot of bullish confluence on why that trade would play out. Right? Again, we have a resistance now. If we can't get back above 26,750, expect more downside. So we're going to have to flip this too, or we're going further down. That's a fact. Then once we lose this level, we're going lower. Like, we're at the precipice, everybody. But this where it takes some guts. I do not like where the 4-hour stochastics are there. They did just, I knew they were going to flip. They did flip bearish. See that? Not a good sign. It is also a Friday. I may bail, or I may just bail. You know? I'll be ready to bail. I'm not losing more than $10 on that trade. I'll tell you that right now. It's either going to go my way or I'm pulling it off. That's it. Okay. So DXY. And we'll get rid of this for now. These are my projections, which could, you know, they could be confusing. That's my twisted sister on the DXY. A twisted sister is when I do two patterns at the same time, knowing that it's going to have to pick one, and it helps you kind of figure out where the market's going. It's a really cool little thing that I figured out. Anyway, we want to see this make a shoulder, head, and a right shoulder. We want to see the bearish div, the rising wedge. It's done. They propped up the dollar. They tried so hard. They did everything they could. It's over, baby. It's over. Okay? Dollar goes down in value. Things go up in price. They're trying to keep the prices stabilized by pushing the dollar up. You get it? They're trying to hide inflation from you by pumping the dollar's price up through whatever they're doing. Manipulation, derivatives. There's some way they know how to do it without us realizing. I know it. I'm positive of it. Some days the dollar will go up and I'm like, come on, man. Like, they could have a stat, you know, who knows? I'm not going to get into it because we're looking for this bearish retest and a break to the downside, a right shoulder. The 4-hour is overbought. Another lower high here so we can make a lower low and begin our move further down. So I'm looking for this to crash and start to drop, which also could possibly help Bitcoin's cause. But there's a chance that Bitcoin and the dollar drop together. I'm not stuck on the fact that they have to be uncorrelated assets every single time. Okay? So that's what we're looking for. Now, if we don't and we get above here, I mean, the dollar has some levels to continue up. But it's just very unlikely the dollar will continue. I've been calling for a drop in the dollar on that 3-day chart, that 4-day chart, that 5-day chart, that 7-day chart. They are overbought. Look how far the moving averages are. It's time to come home, honey. It's over, baby. It's over. You know? It's over. All right? Only a matter of time. They could keep propping it up all they want, but the charts don't lie. Humans can lie all they want. The charts eventually tell you. The charts were here through all the manipulative humans. Think about it. The last 100 years, you know how many people manipulated the market? The charts never lost that move. Like, the charts have been on that ever since. All right. We are in the money now. Up a buck a bean. Up a buck a bean. A buck a bean. So I've given you everything I could for Bitcoin. Even a live trade. Not much more I can do for BTC. All right. Let's take a look at ES1, S&P futures, and take a look at what's happening to the S&P, all right? We had this little flag that could break out. It did. It got us a little bit of love when I recently put it out. And we called this reversal, remember? And this moving average. And we came up, we retested 4369, which is great, 4360. That is the retest. We need to retest. Remember, recycle your white lines. Don't throw them out. You don't want all these little white lines all over the road. So if you can, just recycle these, right? You don't have to, like, if you throw one out, you delete it. Where do you think it goes? It goes into the digital trash. And then we're going to fill up all that digital trash, So if you can, recycle these lines, try to reuse them. So, just recycle the white lines. I don't know how many, did anyone take that completely seriously? Or did they hear me and they're like, what did he say? Shoulder, head, right shoulder there. Not a great look. Away from the 200 SMA. Looks like we may have to go a little lower. Let's pull a fib here from this initial impulse. And we kind of 718'd there, but it looks like this may have some more downside. 1 hour pushing down. Looks like the S&P has some dumpage to go. I see it coming to this 200 SMA into today. So we may have a pullback on the S&P. 15-minute actually took a beat down. Looks like more, and again, it's Friday. It's more sideways price action. But I see this coming back down possibly into this golden pocket before a bigger pump. It'd be awesome if it keeps previous resistance as support, which is the chance. But I'm still overall bullish. This is a cup and handle for the S&P. Look. Savvy cup and handy to the upside forming on the S&P. They are about to print so much money, and the S&P is about to explode. And also the divergence inside of that always it tells me. And I can see the S&P a month from now into December at 45.89. And the market continues to rally. All right. So whenever they get people in heavy fear, remember, they're doing it because they want you to sell coins into positions. They're loading up. They need the opposite of what you need. They need you to feel the opposite of what they feel. This is the key. Let's look at the NASDAQ E-mini futures. Shoulder, head, right shoulder, clear as day. Broke to the downside. Simple is as simple does. You see that? 200, you lost the 200 SMA. When you do that, you're bearish. It's not a good sign. S&P coming to the downside. You know that. Now where? It's got to find support or resistance. I mean, the NASDAQ. Let's delete all my work on the NASDAQ and start fresh like I do for Bitcoin. I called the reversal on the S&P. NASDAQ did the same. We called this bullish divergence on the S&P back in October 22nd, right? October 24th, 22nd. I'll always remember it. Even started looking at it here. So this broke out. Bang. We got the breakout. We got above this resistance. It's got a cup with a handle. If you ask me, the weekly wants to blast to the upside. These charts don't lie. The weekly is about to take off. I'm telling you right now, they have to print so much money. The markets are about to erupt. They have people in heavy fear. TradFi is saying that we're going into a recession. This is the greatest. The elites love when everyone's talking about recession. We're going into a recession. We've been in a recession. And honestly, the last recession we had, the yield curve inverted, prices continued to go up in value. First time ever, the prices would go down. This is the first time ever that the yield curve inverted and prices continue to go to the upside. You're looking for the pullback. This is what you're looking for. You're looking for the pullback. As this pull back, so does the RSI. As the RSI pulls back, you get lower. As you get lower here, you get a what? A hidden bullish. As you get a hidden bullish, you get a move that is waiting for explosivity to the upside. Then you get your cup and handle with the hidden bullish. This is what we teach. We trade altcoins like this all the time. You're above the 200 SMA, really high on the weekly. Bitcoin is not above the 200 SMA yet on the weekly. It's still right below it. It's like right here at this, it's like right at this spot. I see the NASDAQ making a big move all the way up to 19,750, possibly into May and June. Okay? You heard it here first on the channel. And again, I've been making these wacky predictions against TradFi and basically 90% of the traditional markets for a long time now. And I've been correct. I called this bottom here on the S&P Everyone was bearish. We were going into it was just the end of the world. Oh my God, too much of a rally. They printed the money, everyone. They printed money. They said they were quantitative easing and they were tightening, but how did we pump then? Because prices kept going up. Why? Because they kept printing the dollar. Because inflation kept rising. They haven't gotten inflation under control. Things are still going up. Look at CPI data. They lied with taking a year before and matching the days. We know what they're doing. They're manipulating the data. Let's get real. So I see the S&P at the very least coming back down here. You can also pull a Fibonacci here too as well and wait for that 786 retracement on a wick there. This is starting to show, I mean, you got a golden pocket, hidden bullish. This is starting to form, man. And I trade altcoins just like this all the time. Everybody, you could trade any market in the world with what I teach you. You could trade any market in the world with what I teach you. All right? Months from now, when this reverse, I'm going to be able to pull up this video just like I pulled out the S&P video last October and said, look, I showed you the reversal. Again, I don't know where market's going to go. We could get a black swan. We could get a massive dump all the way down. This could be a double top. I'm open-minded. But I also can see the writing in the tea leaves. Okay? And I also have studied this stuff for a long time, and the charts do give you a high probability of what's likely going to happen. If you listen, if you learn, if you grind. Let's take a look at TWT, GFAL. God bless you all for being here in waves. All right? Let's take a look at TWT. So look, we just gave you the dollar index, the S&P, and the NASDAQ. We also gave you Bitcoin every single day here on this channel. TradFi, CryptoFi, it doesn't matter, DeFi, Wi-Fi. We're on it for you. All right? So TWT on Binance. Let's look at it here on MEXC. MEXC is the place to be. MEXC, link in the description. I pinned it there for you guys in the live chat section. All right? 70% said I should buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin right now. So I guess I got to do it then. Let's do it. Let's kick fear in the teeth and let's make it happen. It'll never hurt me to buy another G worth of BTC. God bless you all for encouraging me to do the right thing. All right. And here we go at 26,730 and 53 cents. I'm going to purchase myself $1,000 worth of Bitcoin in the till. There you go. Look, it went down to 16 and there you have it. All right. Good morning, evening to all the empowered lifers. Let's become a high Bitcoin mega corporation. We are, baby. We already are, man. We already really are. What's good, lifer? Just wanted to give you a shout out, Army Piper. God bless you, Army Piper. We love you. I think about you whenever I wear my link hat, dude, because I always see you with the chain link. I was wearing my chain link hat this morning, and I actually thought about you, brother. God bless Army Piper and the Invest Bros, man. Hope everything's going well with you and your team. Thank you so much for all the love and all the support and the 199. Thank you so much. It's so nice of you, man. Very, very nice of you. God bless you, Piper. Thank you. All right. Trade is in the money by a buck. A bean, a buck a bean. A buck a bean, a bean, a bean. A buck a bean. I don't know why I'm saying that. It's just something making me say it. I never said it before, a buck a bean. You know. Now I saw a short on this. It did drop to the downside there. See that? Came back up, hit a retest. 1 hour wants to bounce. Why do I see a short on this? Well, let's take a look. The daily doesn't look too good. All right. And let's see here. TWT. My goodness, what a beautiful day it is outside. My goodness, what a beautiful life we live. I'm so blessed to be here with each and every one of you every single day, baby. So 10.7, I was looking for a short 6 days ago at about, 92 cents? Let's see what happened here. So is that like the same place? Oh, is it the one-day chart? No, but how is that possible? Hold on. Tuesday, October. So it pumped up. Yeah, so I called the short. It pumped up, got stopped out. Got above the 200 SMA, lost it again. And now you get, look, the shoulder head and the shoulder. So Let's revamp this. Let's look at it fresh again. Let's look at it fresh. Start with my 3-day, even the weekly. Things been in a beautiful uptrend if you really see it. Think about it. Ever since November of 2020, it's really been in an uptrend. Never went back to its lows like it did before. Went from 9 cents all the way up to 2. Why? Well, it's a real service that people use throughout the bear market. They still had their wallets. They still use TWT coin. Like, they created an actual service that works. So, they're going to be around. So they're a real product. You can get their app. And so that's kind of one of the main reasons they got legs. All right. It's interesting. Just to teach you, look at that symmetrical breaking out, though. Tight moving averages. And look, you take the base of the triangle. That's where you're going to go. That's how you figure out how to trade, baby. The patterns give you the measured moves. If people think patterns are just for trading, that's just like, oh, patterns don't work, all that stuff. It's just hogwash, man. How do I figure out where we're going all the time? 90% of the time when I say the measured move is there, we hit it. We hit the exact measured move. March Dutch, Andy, Big Consensus sent me here. Andy is the man. Andy is a nice dude. God bless Andy and his whole family and what he does, man. Nice guy, man. He was a welder too, man. He grinded. He was going to have a sore back. But I mean, some welders love their life, but it's not easy. I'm sure he likes taking money off of Bitcoin every day than welding. Even though welding is probably pretty, is an interesting. All the welders I know are pretty cool guys. That's all I'm saying. Like, they're interesting people. They're not lamos at all. Like, it seems to be a pretty cool profession. Some of them are underwater welders. They can do the hull of a boat and scuba gear. And so I'm just amazed. The welders are honestly, without welders, this whole world would fall apart, literally. I mean, just right? I mean, just think of it. They put so many things together. You know what I mean? Liver is going to smash the trade wars. Army Piper, man, you're the man, dude. I love that. Thank you so much for saying that, man. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. If the market doesn't give me a move, then in that hour that I'm live, it is what it is. We'll see. It is what it is. We'll go from there. If anything, I'll teach people stuff while I'm live. I'll just be teaching, I'll be like, look, this is that. People are going to learn a lot watching me live, and then they're going to want to join the trading group. It's going to be very, very good for us, in my humble opinion. I appreciate that everyone involved. And, underwater welders are nuts. Crazy how that works. So hot. It worked underwater. I know. You're a solid trader. That's my worry too. Amen. Yeah. I had a dream about trade wars when I first started trading. Knowledge is profit. Amen. Army Piper lighting it up tonight. My man. I've never been in the military, but I've always considered myself a military guy. Like, I'll pick you up and carry you home. Like, you know what I mean? Unsung hero, fallen soldier. Like, I resonate with that. I resonate with service members. I resonate with people that put their life on the line. I feel like I put my life on the line. I really did for this channel. One day I'm going to write a book of everything that happened to me for this channel, but I put my life on the line for this channel, everyone. I really did. I've been through craziness for this channel, and I would never, ever, 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 ever go backwards or do it differently. I just want to let you know how much I've had to go through and persevere for this beautiful channel. So look, TWT, 4-hour looks like it's coming down. Looks like it's got to come down a little bit here. So this is the channel. Look for it to come down and channel down. Pull a fib here. 618 Fibonacci. Go, and then we got ourselves a bit. It might lose that. To me, it's got to pull back. Let that 4-hour come down. I wouldn't touch it till the 4-hour comes back down. If it pumps and I miss it, so be it. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't touch it till the 4-hour Stokes come down. Hit my alerts. We'll see from there. TWT. I'm more bearish than bullish on it, though. I see a pullback until a bigger move. Got rejected by 107. Beautiful move. Have friend, former underwater welder, Acceptica. He got too much bubbles in his blood. Oh, my gosh. Definitely Mark. I prepared for a long pause. Stacking sats. Amen. Shout out to Denise P in the house. Shout out to all the lifers. Shout out to Jamal Antonio. That was so dope seeing you to be one of the first ones picked with Crypto Face. I would love to do a collab with you. Just launched a morning show channel called Piper Academy. 9:30, growing slow, but growing. Damn, man, that's like, maybe every once in a while I could jump on in. Just the only reason is my day is so filled, and I wake up at like 7. I go over the charts for the trading group. I work out between 9 and 9:45. When most people are trading, I'm working out, which is funny. But I don't do what everyone else does, right? I got to do whatever I want. Can you look at GFT? You, Ben, and Crypto Face are the same team. I was screaming, let's go. I know, it's kind of cool, right? You guys saw me when I was just a tiny YouTuber, and now I'm on a team with two of the biggest YouTubers in crypto. I mean, it's got to be kind of cool to see me. That's got to be inspiring, right? To see how my life has changed in front of all your eyes. Like, and that's the point of this channel, to watch someone actually change their life. Like, it's not just the money. It's the mission we're going on. It's the journey. It's the beautification of the journey. You know what I mean? We're going on a beautiful journey together. It's going to be a blast. And the next 2 years are going to go by really fast, everybody. Really fast. Okay? I'm going to be 43 years old very fast. My life is going to change before my eyes. Flash before my eyes. GFAL. You know, I was going to bail on my position, and I probably should have. I would have been able to buy more, and it did dump. However, I kept saying, what if it can, previous resistance become support? There's not a lot of sellers here. The trend line has just been made, and it hasn't even really, like, it's not even that far away from it. So it looks like we're going to come to this trend line and then probably continue to the upside. The 3-day chart is not that menacing. It's coming down for oversold regions. It doesn't have that much more to dump. The dumps were few and far between, and we reset on the 3-day. That's a really good sign that we're going to have some major moves for GFAL. So I see this in an ascending triangle, building up. Let's pull our fib. See how it all makes sense? You'll come down to the 618, maybe a little lower. There's a chance that you do this. Here's the trend line. We could go a little lower. I want to see if this support and resistance holds, which we're so close to at this point. I didn't sell off my position like I usually do. I like this coin. I'm just going to buy more as we dive into it. The other coins I was getting too greasy with, like Casper, I was trying to swing trade every single long-term position. And sometimes it can get hectic, right? So then you can tell yourself, well, I don't want to swing trade it, but I'm going to buy every time it goes low. But this thing is just getting started. We got into this coin very early, everybody. Trip Hawkins, who created Electronic Arts, I believe we're in the first. This is a NAKA. This is a Gala. This is a Blocktopia. We found it. I'm pretty good about speculating on, and again, I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say you should be taking as financial advice. But for me and myself, I'm dang good at speculating, man. I figure out what's going to be hot, and I figure out before the bull run starts, and I load up and I unload into the bull run. And we've done it as a team. You know, we've done it as a team. We did it with NAKA, Blocka, Gala. You know, so smash the like, people. Bearish on the likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers, man. 522 people, 341 likes. Well, we're giving you the best sauce of the knowledge. What about PCP, a gaming gem? We like PCP. I'm going to take a look at it. It wasn't in a perfect place recently. Let me just make sure I'm not missing a super chat here. Army Piper, thank you so much for the 199, the 199, the 199, and the 499. God bless you. Thank you so much for that love, man. I really appreciate that. Waves looking juicy. We got to look at waves, and then I can take a move on out. Yeah, we looked at NAKA. We did it all. Let's take a look at waves for my man. But yeah, this is what I'm looking at for GFAL. Okay? Come back down. Now, if it loses this, then we're talking a lower low. But because it's getting beat so hard on the daily and the 2-day and the 12-hour and looking like you're probably going to even get a bounce back up before you kind of continue down lower, touch that 200 SMA, interact with the Fibonacci level, and then start to make this ascending triangle for another blast to the upside. That would take GFAL all the way to 4-5, somewhere in March, you know what I mean? 3-4 months from now, it does a double up, and it could even be quicker than that. I'm not saying this is my projections can't be guaranteed by time, and it may be shorter too. So I'm giving it a little space on the trajectory of the trend line due to where the Fibonacci's lie. Okay, let's take a look at waves, USDT. I'm feeling good today. Are you feeling good? I'm feeling great. Life is amazing. Yesterday, last 2 days, I had a little anxiety. I'll be honest with everybody here. Last 2 days, I had a little bit of anxiety, and I felt really uneasy. Hadn't felt uneasy in a long time. I couldn't figure out what it was. I was at night, I was uneasy, and maybe it was the Israeli war, but I don't know. You know what I mean? I just, or the Hamas, whatever you want to call it, Hamas-Israeli confrontation. I try not to use the word war. Confrontation. Right now, it may not be a war. It's a confrontation. There's a chance that one guy, and I'm not saying I even even one step agree with it, but he was the ex-prime minister of Israel, and he said that Israeli state was not an existential threat. You know, yes, they did get attacked, but like their entire nation. But again, that may not be true too. You know, we never know. That's what he said too, and I just kind of half heard. I was like, really? But just, you know. Then there's Hasidic Jews for Palestine. You've seen that? They're in Brooklyn. Hasidic Jews for Palestine. They're against Zionism. And like they're not with Israel. It's just weird, right? They're Hasidic Jews. And they're for Palestine.
All right, Sammy. We have a meeting in...
So interesting. Anyway, I don't have any opinions on it because I don't want to get like thrown either way. I'm a crypto guy. I just want to see innocent people be okay on either side, right?
Yeah,
that's all.
about the civilians.
Actually, moment of silence. Moment of silence for everyone caught in the middle that just wants to live their life and do good on both sides. Dear Lord, we don't know why we have these conflicts. We don't understand why innocent children and people may die. But may us keep the faith with you no matter how the devil tries to turn our face and turn our hearts. May us stay true to you and know that you are the one. And that no matter what happens, that you will deliver us from evil. Amen. Wow, that kind of hit me hard, man. Anyway, so Waves, someone said Waves looking juicy. I'm not a fan. Doesn't look amazing right now here on MEXC. 12-hour does want to boost up, but like you're in a pretty weird pattern, you know? I got a resistance here, movement here. I'd like to see us flip above this level to remain bullish. I wouldn't touch Waves till it got here and then possibly move it up to the POC. 161 to 190. But yeah, I'm not seeing what you're seeing for Waves, personally. Possibly an Adam and Eve double bottom, but it's pretty weird. You know? And it's bigger. It looks like it's going to take some time. And I could be wrong. Watch it pump today. I don't know. I'm just, you know, it doesn't look amazing to me, personally. The daily is oversold. I get you. The 3-day look isn't, though. Look at the 3-day still is wanting to come down and reset. So, I don't know. You're below the 200 SMA. Flip the 200 SMA on the daily, and then I'll think about Waves. You know? I'll think about it. Thank you, my love. Both Irish blood, Massachusetts, my man. Mark Dutch in the house. Super Chat cast from yesterday. Prayers for the people suffering. Amen. Okay, Solana is going to make its move. Finally. It's heartbreaking. Amen. Especially the American suffering. Mark Dutch, what are you talking about both blood Irish in Boston? What are you saying, Mark Dutch? Ha ha ha. Coincidence that the people in the office are the ones getting paid by them who are pushing the money back. They declared a war and they average 180 days. I'm not a war analyst, though. The U.S. is funding both sides. That's what someone said. I didn't say that, yeah. Oh, Jordan, yeah. Waves used to pump at a specific time every day. Dodgy, if you ask me. Yeah, Waves pretty weird. I've seen Waves actually be the first coin to pump at the beginning of a rally. All right, so Caspa's going on a parabolic run-up. Is it going to take a massive fall down for a win? Or do we have to keep buying it into it? I'll tell you what, I bought $1,000 worth of it this morning on the low, you know? And I want my Caspa back, baby. How much Caspa does Sammy have now? How much Caspa does Sammy have now? Let's take a look. Sammy's got half his bag back. 142,000 Cassies. All right. I said Cass. That's a 40th slip. Oops. But look, I mean, pull the fib here. Come back to that 618, 786. The daily's oversold, pushing to the upside. We're holding the trend line nicely. And there's a parabola forming. We didn't go lower. People are buying this up. The miners making money, right? The ecosystem is budding. Caspa's looking pretty interesting. Let's take a look at the 3-day chart. The 3-day chart said it wants to dump, but now you're coming down and you're on the 21. I talk about this. Now, you could lose the 21 and continue to dump to the 200 SMA, which we don't even have yet on the 3-day chart. So you go to the 2-day. Don't have it there, so you go to the daily. And if the 200's near price action, it's likely you're not getting a pretty big dump. It's likely you're going to get a pump to the upside. I'm bullish on Caspa. Very, very bullish. All right? Very, very bullish. The daily looks amazing. The 4-hour needs to kind of reset a little bit, but you are at the bottom of the pattern. We could just kind of nilly-willy here, and then that could be the place to be. What I'm going to do is I believe I'm going to buy the other $6,000 at Casper now. And if Casper comes down, I deploy the last $6,000. And then I'm pretty balanced. And if I have to, I'll go to $10,000 on it. Right? So you may make me see a substantial move right now. Now, if Bitcoin takes a tank, it's going to tank the whole market. That's the only iffy part, right? I may keep a stop at a certain place. So here, 5,000 worth of Casper right now at 42,736. I'm in a very, really high price of my portfolio right now. I can't be bothered. I'm so sorry. I'm doing like really things with my money right now. You can start a meeting without me. Thank you. Anyway, I don't mean to be rude here. Like, I'm putting $5,000 into a market and you're telling me I have a meeting. Like, let's get real. Sorry, everyone. I don't mean to be rude, but like, you know, I'm about to make a pretty big decision with I'm deep in my subconscious mind. Live on camera, dropping 5 racks. Like, you think my wife will give me a moment. It's a big meeting, though, and I can't wait for the meeting. It's an exciting meeting. All right. So I got more CASP in the bag now. All right. It was 5 racks because I already bought the rack this morning. See if we get the full through. Price is pumping on me now. It might not give me my order. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll get it filled, though. I'll come back and check on it. Okay, MM's move sold before the rest of the market. I have studied Solana for 6 months. I don't understand why, but I take advantage of it. Dude, look, do I have Solana? Does Sammy have Solana? Sammy does. How much Solana? He's got about $1,800 worth of Solana. Buy another 500. I like Solana here too. Not at 23.3 though. Make sure you're watching your orders. Don't overpay. Meetings. Money talks. Don't let me tell you what walks. You're funny. I don't own any Solana. I only like it to trade it. Cass feeling like an anti-gravity token. I really want to buy a bag, but it ain't coming back down. Dude, we were buying it at a penny, man. Right? I'm just saying, like, we were all over this coin. And if you keep coming back, we're gonna find another Casper. Don't worry. It's not the end of the world here. All right? They didn't give me any of my limb. I tried to get limb this morning. They didn't give me any of it. Oh, no, that's my sell. Yeah, it's my sell, right? All right. I only like to trade it. She's just trying to look after you and your business, bro. I know. Don't worry, man. I know. It's all good. We're going to sit down and have a beautiful meeting right now. Dude, I'm a vicious businessman, you know, and I'm a savage trader, man. All right, there's a bunch of coins I'm going to go over for everyone, I'm going to sit here for hours today. I got so many things in my mind that I want to go over, guys. Jones looks interesting to me. I got a bunch of stuff to talk about. Jones DAO was hot. Merit Circle was hot. I got coins to go over. I have like hours of work for the group today. Can you check out Tone, please? Thank you. Crypto Bob. I can't say that other long word because it might be like a derogatory term, right? Always another trade coming. She's just trying to look after your business. D gentleman, Rick Wilson. Rick Wilson, we love you, man. This is my buddy Rick, man. Love you, Rick. I didn't even check on the Bitcoin trade. How did it go? Flat. Friday flat, of course. We would have gotten so much more movement on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday by now, right? I like Tone. It's Sammy Cup and Handy Day. Look at this thing. Tone's in the cup and handle. We'll move the moving averages for clarity. See price action. Coming to retest the 0.5 fib. I wanted to come down to this 0.618706 area and get the bounce. That would be beautiful. Bottom of the channel. If it doesn't, it's going to come up. The retest there would be nice. I see Tone doing damage. Damage cheese, baby. Right? Doing damage. Doing damage. Where's the doing damage decal? There it is. Look. Oh, that's the old doing damage. Look at this one. This one's from back in the day. Oh, it doesn't show because it's below. Watch this. This one. Someone made me this back in the day. This is when I used to wear the hoodie on the stream, right? Hold up. This is cool. Someone drew this for me. And I was like hyped about it. Right? Diamond hands. Lifer, man. Anyway, tone looks nice to me. I'm out of here for the day, everyone. Thank you so much for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Bitcoin 4-hour hidden bear. I see 1-hour hidden bear. Keep an eye on Solana lifers. Any cash price under 5 cents is a good price. Amen. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. I got to jump into a meeting right now about how we're going to give you and deliver you guys better courses and better information. I love you all. Love yourselves. Be good to yourselves. Remember, you are the best. Thank you for everything you've given me. Thank you for all the learning you've done, and thank you for everything you've given yourself. You keep investing in yourself. You keep pushing forward. You're going to make it. I'm telling you right now, you're going to get to where you want to be in life. I promise you, if you stay in gratitude, if you stay in the present moment, and if you keep pushing forward and you get discipline and focus, everything is going to fall into a line for you. I love you all. Have a great day. Be safe. My lifers, I love y'all. I love y'all. Thank you so much for everything. You have no idea how grateful I am. Tears of joy, tears of gratitude every single day. God bless you all. Thank you for being here.